Paradoxes are fascinating because they challenge our assumptions about how the world works. They often involve situations where something appears to be both true and false at the same time, or where there are multiple contradictory explanations for a phenomenon. In this video, we'll explore 10 mind-bending paradoxes that will make you question your understanding of reality. Paradox number 1, the grandfather paradox. The grandfather paradox is a classic time travel paradox that asks the question, what happens if you go back in time and prevent your own birth? If you were never born, then how could you have gone back in time to prevent your birth? This creates a paradox where both outcomes are logically impossible, but it's still a popular topic in science fiction. Paradox number 2, the Fermi paradox. The Fermi paradox asks the question, if the universe is so vast, and there are so many potentially habitable planets out there, why haven't we found any signs of extraterrestrial life? This paradox suggests that either there are no other intelligent civilizations out there, or they are too far away or too different from us to communicate with. Paradox number 3, the paradox of tolerance. The paradox of tolerance is a philosophical paradox that asks the question, should we tolerate intolerant views? If we allow intolerant views to be expressed, then we risk allowing hate and discrimination to spread. But if we don't allow them to be expressed, then we risk suppressing free speech and becoming intolerant ourselves. Paradox number 4, the liar paradox. The liar paradox is a classic paradox that asks the question, can a statement that is true also be false? This paradox arises when we consider a statement like, this statement is false. If the statement is true, then it must be false, but if it's false, then it must be true. Paradox number 5, the Achilles and the tortoise paradox. The Achilles and the tortoise paradox is a paradox that challenges our understanding of motion and infinity. In the paradox, Achilles is racing against a tortoise, but must always catch up to the point where the tortoise was. This means that Achilles will never overtake the tortoise, because he must always reach the point where the tortoise was, no matter how many times he gets there. Paradox number 6, the bootstrap paradox. The bootstrap paradox is a time travel paradox that asks the question, can an object or information exist without ever being created? In this paradox, an object or information is passed back in time to the point where it is created, and then is used to create itself. This creates a paradox where the object or information never had a true origin. Paradox number 7, the paradox of choice. The paradox of choice asks the question, does having more choices make us happier, or does it lead to decision paralysis and decreased satisfaction? This paradox suggests that having too many choices can be overwhelming and cause us to second-guess ourselves, leading to decreased satisfaction with our decisions. Paradox number 8, the ship of Theseus paradox. The ship of Theseus paradox asks the question, if all the parts of a ship are replaced, is it still the same ship? This paradox challenges our understanding of identity and continuity, and asks whether an object can still be considered the same if all of its parts are replaced over time. Paradox number 9, the predestination paradox. The predestination paradox is a time travel paradox that asks the question, can events in the future influence the past? This paradox suggests that events in the future could have a causal effect on events in the past, creating a loop where the past, present, and future are all interconnected and dependent on each other. This creates a paradox where it's unclear which events are causing other events, and whether anything can truly be said to be predetermined. The twin paradox is an interesting phenomenon of special relativity which states that two identical twins, when one journeys away from the other at a relativistic speed and then returns, will find that the other twin has aged more due to the effects of time dilation. Put simply, when one twin travels away from the other at a relativistic speed, time passes more slowly for the traveling twin than for the one who stayed behind. This means that upon returning, the traveling twin will be younger than the twin who stayed at home.